everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to MTH Rail. So we got another package, and I know what you guys are thinking. You're saying, Dakman, you've been getting a lot of orders in from the mail. Besides the Mr. Muffins one, looks like you've been buying a lot of stuff off of eBay, but you're telling us that the train shows are the better buy. And normally that's true. eBay's usually a higher prices because of the taxes, the shipping. The sellers have to pay a higher fee, so the trains are going for more money. However, I guess you can say that I just got lucky because either the price was really good, or I started watching it and the seller sends me an offer to buy it, and if I look at the price like, wow, I can't refuse it now. So the only one that I haggled with was the Lionel TMCC crane and boom car. I'm like, I still don't want to pay that much for it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll send them my counter offer, which I did, and I would leave it in the hands of destiny, whether I get it or not. And when I say in the hands of destiny, I'm not talking about the lady that works at the gentleman's club that you guys visit. I'm talking about destiny as in fate. But anyway, let's see what I got. There. So I got my second Railking piece, and so yeah, I've gotten on a crane kick suddenly. So I've seen this Railking piece, this Conrail Railking crane, and I looked at it on eBay. I'm like, you know what? For the price, maybe not. I was on the fence with it. They sent me an offer. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna accept it. It's a cool piece. And I said, I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that this is real, but it's still cool enough for the price. I'm going to buy it anyway, because it's probably something that MTH made up. And so one day at work, or from work, I got home from work after I bought it, and it's on the way to me being shipped. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I went back to the posting. I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? It's bothering me now. That now I want to know before it gets to my house whether it's real or not. And it doesn't matter either way because I already decided that was fake. And then I bought it anyway because it's cool paint scheme. So, is this real or not real? We're going to talk about this and get it on the track. Oh boy. And again, a great piece to add to the collection, my second Railking piece. And does this mean I'll be buying more Railking? I don't know. Who knows with me. And I remember people saying, I think it was Raised Trains that made a mention that, be very careful with these, because if the rope becomes unstrung, you will have lots of fun restringing it. And it looks like whoever packed it didn't take enough care to do exactly what he said. So the seller who sold me this took the strings off, which is unfortunate. Strings got tangled up, and Ray from Raised Trains did warn about these things, about how, you know, they are terrible to restring, and I think I may have it, I don't know, but I've messed with this thing enough for right now, because I want to get through this video. If I have it wrong, which I think I do, I'll have to research into this later, see if somebody's actually made a video on how to restring this properly. If not, I'll have to figure it out because there's no instructions in this at all. But I got it good enough for this to continue with this video. And alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. Like he said, the string on this is just a pain. But at any rate, comes with 2 turn knobs. We'll get it on and we'll talk about this piece. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it prototypical? I've been on I guess you could say a crane kick, because I bought a Lionel TMCC crane and boom car. So, yeah, pretty impressed with this. For a Rail King piece, it's not bad. Alright, let's get on the track and talk about it. Alright, so what we got here is a MTH Railking crane. It's actually modeled after a company called American Crane, which is really cool. And it comes with two of these wheels here, or these thumb screws, to activate either the crane to go up and down, or the cables themselves. We'll go ahead, put that back in. Now, the little bit of research that I've done on these American cranes is that they're self-motorized, which means they don't need a locomotive to pull them around. They can drive themselves. And actually, I found a video of one actually pulling a flat car behind it with ties on it. So they are motorized. They have a horn. And I don't know how many cars they can pull, but at least it's a great MOW piece, or maintenance of way. It'd be kind of cool later on if somebody did offer these as a motorized version, as well as operating, but I'm sure the cost of that would be up there. Probably talking about at least a $500 or $600 piece. But all in all, it's a great to add this to the collection. Now for the next subject, did Conrail really have a crane like this? And I wrote it off originally. I was like, yeah, these manufacturers, these model train manufacturers, they think everything that Conrail had was painted blue. And, you know, and not everything Conrail owned was in blue. But it seems like, you know, the manufacturer says, yeah, we're going to make this in Conrail, just paint it blue and sell it. But I kind of wrote it off as a fantasy piece, or a total fantasy piece. Anyway, when I looked at it, I just bought it because it was cool and it was cheap. And as I mentioned, I was when I came home, I was sitting around watching TV, and then it started bugging me. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it real or not real? So I said, you know what? I'm going to type in the Conrail road number. Now, if you look here, the Conrail road number is, and we'll see here, it is CR94055. Now, when I typed in that number, imagine my shock when I actually found a picture of a real Conrail American crane. I was like, wow. And that exact same road number. I'm like, this really did exist. It was not purchased by Conrail, the Conrail that you know from 1976 to 1999. It was actually purchased by Conrail Assured Assets. Now, anything that Conrail Assured Assets have for maintenance of way has the Conrail name on it. Like, I was on my way to the Edison train show, and I actually seen a Conrail truck, crew truck, that still had the Conrail logo decal on the door. So Conrail Assured Assets still keeps the Conrail name for the MOW stuff. The only thing that MTH got wrong for this road number is that the cab is actually yellow and not blue. Hence my rant on not everything Conrail had was blue. Other than that, it's a great piece. I found a couple other Conrail Shared Asset cranes with different road numbers. The other one was black. And I found pictures of this from 2005 up until current. Conrail Assured Assets, as far as I can tell, still owns this particular American crane. They use it for maintenance away and track replacement and so forth and so on. So, yeah, there's your interesting story behind the crane. Now, when I saw the video of the Conrail American crane in black, it was actually on its own power, pulling a flat car behind it with a load of track. So there you go, there's some track behind it. Now, I could not find any pictures of the American crane actually being towed by a locomotive. And when I saw the video of the one Conrail one in black, that's when I seen that it was self-propelled or self-powered. So, prototypically speaking, whether or not these could be towed by a locomotive, I'm not sure. Maybe it's set up like a locomotive where you can put it in neutral and it won't hurt it to be towed around the yard with a switcher or something. I don't know. So here we are, the Conrail Shared Assets MOW crane, ready to go in action. So here we are, added my second MTH Railking piece. Pretty interesting piece. Ended up being a real Conrail crane after all, even though it's in the wrong color. But at any rate, thank you guys for watching another Dakman Productions video, and we'll catch you trackside. Goodbye.